a run we have all been waiting to see from Southeast Asia. But can that be done? Will there be any spoilers? Because this is the newest map, and I don't think EVOS is the best team here just yet. In fact, they don't have a single Booyah on Solara here at EWC just yet, Husky.
And that's what would make this story even sweeter if they win it right here. They will quell all the doubts. They will finally quench the thirst for the trophy. And to add on to that even more, the magnitude of it. Never gotten a Booyah on Solara, this could be it. But this is also map number 6. And if you follow old format, map number 6 is the last map of any grand finals.
Oh yeah.
And here they are again at the doorstep. Literally, you could see the door ajar. You could reach out for the trophy. And all they need is one more win. Easier said than done. They couldn't close it last year, but they sure as heck are closer this year than they did.
And it's unbelievable that teams like Falcon, Fluxo, nowhere close to activating this champion rush condition, let alone win this whole thing. They'll need something beyond a miracle to make something happen out there. AGAL though, 4 points away from activation. That should not be too tough, but in order to still stand a chance, they need to hunt for some heads of these white tigers.
Best case scenario is if they wipe out EVOS, that's for sure, but they were too far away to make that happen. In fact, AGL is on the complete opposite of the horizon at Aquarium. But I would say AGL also has a pretty interesting storyline. It goes all the way back to Dew. He is the heart and soul of the teams that he were in. Nigma Galaxy, eventually, EXP Esports, and now AGL. What a sweet moment it would be for him to lift that trophy, but that would take at least 2 rounds. Starts with this and then ends the next, where we get that random map, that rotation, reset it. But then again, BRU on the horizon. This could be what sets off the chain reaction for EVOS. Ray catching fire first, but it seems like they are willing to take on the fight. Moshi is ready, but so is Ray with the VSS.
Absolutely. Moshi, RGS 50, one more. Doesn't tag him off the second shot.
Mochi is behind.
Chill with the spoiler, XM8, powerful enough to take down a player at this point of time. And Moshi is the one that's going to be a tad bit annoying, so he's going to be prey number 1 that Kochil aims for. But he instantly backs away as Jonas shows up from the back. M590, double connection. Kochil in trouble. Riptide Rhythm assistance and get high. Sprays him down, but Aim God won't find Jonah.
Oh no.
Put the pause on to put it up.
This is not good for Buriram. If EVOS wins this, not only they pull ahead and put BRU behind, but also they free up the entire southern side of the western side of the map. AJ, Get High is no more. Buriram is out. You look at the radar. There is only one team that takes over the entire western side of Solara, and once more is EVOS in the best possible spot to win.
Indonesia, how am I not hearing you make some noise there at the Kidia Arena? Y'all gotta turn it up, man. EVOS is on a whole other level right now.
Cannot believe that this is it, but for Falcons, they better make this round count. They better make sure that by hook or by crook is not EVOS. Same goes out to the other 10.
Do they get this as On Fire fails the first approach? Three players down on the ground. Limit the only one left in this equation. And Lost turning the tables onto Falcons, the reigning champions of Free Fire from EWC 24. The performance here is pretty similar to what they did at the Southeast Asian Finals, Husky.
Yep.
But I'm a tad bit surprised because they started off the knockout phase as if they are the true champions.
And how do you want better? We've already set EVO's storyline out to be so impressive, almost like a magical fairy tale. But what if it's them and Falcons in the final circle again? That would be insane. But right now, Dragon Esports, they gotta somehow survive Movie Star R7, and the fight's pretty even. Seafox and Yasir putting up some numbers. Seafox obviously down on the ground, but he's not out just yet. His teammates keeping him in the game, and it's keeping him protected. The revive is gonna come through in just a little bit. DRG once more holds back the ties. of the Latam representative, and Hacks left alone in the building. Yasir taking contact first, but makes it out of that. AGL on the horizon. This could be the 4 points that puts them in champion rush condition.
Can they pull this one away though? Up against Dragons from EMEA, Saudi Arabia. They have represented the nation well thus far. And they could just play spoilers in the world of AGL, but on the replay, you see exactly how AimGod brought this to an end. With the triple taken out, taking out their hopes of getting anywhere close to that point rush, so that champion rush condition.
Everyone except for Rasya. Popping off in the face of BRU. Rasya is locked in, he's so close. His first championship in his first year. I cannot believe how that...
On the debut,
EWC.
to become the world champion at the age of 16, and to not just get there accidentally, to be one of the MVPs time and time again. My goodness me, this kid is something else.
Nice try, Games King. You gotta be faster with that wind up on the uppercut. Because clearly, that was a punish. Games King goes down, Haone gets brought back, lost, stays in the game. Again, there's a world. I mean, we get a Falcons EVOS final circle, and EVOS ended it just like that. I don't think there's a script I could have came up that could match what we already have in store, potentially in store. Look at this map. How could you not root for EVOS? Like, you can't plan this.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous.
It is just ridiculous at this point of time. They are all in the clear. Everybody else just focused here towards the southwestern side. Fluxo outside the circle.
Wow.
But they are about to meet a world of Pain, because for some reason, Pain rotating in towards Bayside. This is just not looking good for Brazil.
This is incredible. That rotation through the grind rails, EVOS will make it closer to Eco Drain, but most crucial of all, they would end up coming in from the southern side of the circle. It's another free passage. You call it luck, I call it just efforts to do research. This rotation, I don't think we've seen it in previous rounds, and that's what's mind-boggling.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely the Indonesians just doing their homework during the knockout stage as well as point rush. And clearly they've done it really, really well. EVOS hunting for the circle into Eco Drain, which provides a lot of cover. Pain Gaming, on the other hand, does not make their full rotation towards Bayside. Changing their minds, cutting in towards the circle. As soon as the zone revealed itself to them. Dragons up against Vitality. FGL to the wall. That's just a teaser. AGAL, core memory. This is a party. RRQ. Yeah, this is just pure insanity waiting to unfold, Husky.
He was smiling upon stars right now. We did see RRQ having one of their members knocked down by AGAL, but no confirmation on that. So AGAL is still sitting at a total of 77 points if we include the elimination that they got earlier. 3 points away from unlocking champion rush, but again, they need at least, they need one more round. That's the bare minimum, but EVOS, they could end it right here, right now. That grind reel, EVOS, they're not going to make the full trip, are they?
No, they are, because they just scanned out the area with the binoculars, grind rails, straight in towards the petrol bunk. And this is just, yet again, another clear area for them. Everybody else just avoiding the action that EVOS can bring to the table. And this is just the championship awaiting EVOS. And they've got the loot, they've got everything.
Oh no.
Got the money, and now deeper into the circle, but this is where it starts to get a tad bit risky for the only team that has activated the champion rush condition.
They haven't overstepped just yet. I think their presence not yet detected unless someone uses the binoculars on the southwestern side of Casa Vista, but I would say it's been quite a while since we've seen freefire as clean as this and as consistent as this. Very few teams have been able to show that in a grand final setting when the stakes are this high. BRU, Fluxo to name a few, E-Arena, Ligma Galaxy. But from Indonesian, RRQ is probably our closest second choice. And EVOS doing it 2 years in a row, AJ.
Yeah, man.
This was a team we wrote off 3 years ago.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And Indonesia rising up to the occasion. And obviously you have to credit that to the fact that they get to be in the Southeast Asian server, playing up against Buriram time and time again. These mad monsters from Thailand, torturing Indonesia for years, and they didn't back down.
No.
They just used all of that torture. Every single stone that Thailand threw up against Indonesia, they put it on the ground. They used it as a stepping stone to climb up higher and higher. And it will be insane if this comes to an end right here, right now. The circle read is just perfect from all these squads, including EVOS, who once again has a clear area around them.
The only thing that could throw that off the winning trajectory is the fact that we still have 11 squads. Maybe the chaos is what's going to stop EVOS, but nothing is going to stop Lost from trying to get past R7. A tough fight UAV sent out earlier on, and R7 has plenty of cover and resource to work with. Couple of buildings behind them. Lost making a long rotation to the southern side. If you avoid R7 right now, AGAL awaits, and that is the team that is hungry for points.
I have a feeling this competition is going to end right here, right now, because pandemonium about to ensue as Lost finds R7. Revenge is sweet, baby, they say as they take those shots. Putting down two of your players, especially Della, down on the ground, looking for the elimination, instantaneously hacks out, Games King straight down. The only one is Joker, and he ain't laughing at this point.
AGL bagging 2 more eliminations. Ever so close to that champion rush condition. If 2 more teams get wiped out, AGL is guaranteed to have a shot if EVOS don't win this round. And Movie Star R7, they don't really got much time left. The rest of the teams, they sure as heck have a chance. Once more, only 2 teams are safe, EVOS and Falcons, but even for Falcons, feels a bit uncertain coming in from the northern side of TV Tower. Joker take that shot, Nando 9 goes down.
Beautiful by Joker, but that's just 1 extra point. But that does slow down the rotation of Lost.
Someone scanned out Falcons, and I'm willing to bet it was EVOS. If that was their scan, it would be an unbelievable game sense. Presence of mind.
Because they obviously see all of the movement around the right-hand side of the map.
Yep. That was the only angle they needed to cover.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And now, oh, Falcon's not waiting. You want to scan us out? We're going to hunt you down, Tigers. Flying straight in towards EVOS.
This could be it.
But nobody shoots them out of the skies just yet.
Limit is left behind, but those utilities, they are not going to make it easy for Falcons. If EVOS clears them out, it would be a disaster. We will not see that dream rematch.
Oh, what
but
a
for EVOS,
split.
it's a dream. They are going to split Falcons. Pina already knocked out. Pina does get Ray. Maybe the solid recovery, Kochu. Good trade, but it comes down to the wire. Aim God and Rasia still up. Ray also recovered. They only lost Kochu in the process. EVOS having control.
Here comes the world of pain. Brazil looking to stop EVOS right here, right now. They've got the numbers advantage. Falcons just could not put in enough of a challenge. Perhaps it would have been a different story if Limit had followed the rest of his brothers to take the fight up against EVOS. Maybe then the numbers would have been equal.
And play spoilers, Luo Melters, multiple thrown out by Ray. And now this is survival mode. EVOS making it out. This is not going to be easy unless a separate team sees Pain Gaming, which they truly understand. And the stairwell! Ray gets the barrage, actually gets hit in the face. Ray ends up going down. Rashak is back up though. Pain Gaming making it harder for EVOS. And this is the scenario that AGAL wants. And for EVOS, Aimbot, Yoska, first right to Aimbot.
Are you kidding me?
A potential hero play that didn't end up in vain. Rashak goes in, and it's him against Peter. There is a world that Raja could make this work. It's going to start off by confirming the eliminations. Pain Gaming somehow still ends up in a 1v1. The War Melton is going to come into effect. Peter backs off.
Unbelievable play from the Wonder Kid. Not only does he save his squad, picks up Aim God, but runs down the players of Pain into the ground 6 feet under with the M590. And leaving Peter to dry out there. Rasia turns around, Aim God still alive and kicking, can make a difference here. Peter desperately trying to put an end to it, and he does.
Oh, EVOS. They gotta play one more round. The fans so close. That dream slipped away just but a little bit. But for AJL, that dream is one step closer to realization. Tane Gaming unwillingly saving the Thai squad. Even though AJL was limited, they have done more than enough. Just 80 points, right on the dot. Oh. And now the playing field is open. RRQ against Vitality on one side. And you got Dragon ESports waiting.
RRQ needs massive points here. In terms of eliminations, they don't need a lot if they can pull away the Booyah. But on their left-hand side, Fluxo desperately trying to get in. Their own blue wall standing in their way, and now RRQ disabled by that A13 For. Peter, the one that wrecked the hopes of EVOS fighting the Booyah. Under pressure, but masterful play, saving the whole competition from ending prematurely.
Definitely causing Falcon's elimination in the process as Vitality mops the floor with the remains of core memory, bringing them down to just one Zen seed. Really nothing much that he could do. Vitality 4-man strong. They still need to move towards the circle, and Fluxo for once has control. For once, Fluxo makes it to the end game.
Goods with the grows up. RRQ still looking for that Booyah. They should be able to get this done. They need 5 eliminations in hand as well as the Booyah to place a huge smile on their face and then later spoil the plays of their little buddies, ESports. Fluxo on the cleanup. And they want to prove that they are still the better Brazilian team, but it's going to be a high climb as they are at the bottom of this mountain.
At least they won't be last by the end of this, hopefully, with core memory that really showed up during Point Rush, but it's a no-show in the grand finals. 5 teams remain. Vitality have a good shot at this. ESports gets knocked down, and Kyung will turn the corner for number 2 with the help of Jinx. Dragon ESports not standing a chance, and Vitality showing that this marathon is not ending yet.
Not yet for sure. 2 more players on the side of RRQ to activate Champion Rush seems to be impossible at this point of time, as it is Dragons that makes it even more difficult. Leaving a bay all alone for the Indonesian squad. Vitality alive and kicking, the kings of this map. Not here at the ESports World Cup though.
Definitely not. Solara will not be the finishing line. We go again. Bob taking out Peter. Tane Gaming out in 5. Only one team has a full squad, and that's Vitality, sitting right in the middle of the safe zone. Final circle threatens to close in. Dragon ESports still has one lone survivor, yes, but it's Fluxo that has a chance.
I mean, again, Dragons, what an unbelievable run here at the ESports World Cup.
Pure survival.
Pure survival, and that's what Battle Royales are all about. They got to sharpen up their capabilities in terms of taking away these eliminations though. But I sure as hell can bet we will see more from this squad in the years to come. Vitality, Bob, split blitz, 3 of those nades finding the connections, and Bob's barricading himself in a maze of blue walls. Pushes in, comes in for the save, but he gets sprayed down. Koja fires Vitality, running this final circle. Gio left standing just for this moment. 57 HP left on him, and Vitality makes quick work of that as well.
And the only thing left is to clean up the pieces, and that's Yasir from Dragon ESports. And Vitality knows that they've gotten this round in the bag. Finally, some signs of life from this team. We've been doubting them, we've been questioning them, but at least this Booyah is going to give us one more round to play. Indonesian fans, they were not able to lean on EVOS to lift the trophy, but they can still lean on Team Vitality as one of the other representatives to give us